President Cyril Ramaphosa says many South Africans are yet to experience the democracy they fought for. He says the looting and wasting of funds isn't helping. Ramaphosa was speaking at Freedom Day celebrations in Makhanda in the Eastern Cape.
As we celebrate 25 years of democracy, we need to focus our attention and efforts on ensuring that all South Africans can equally experience the economic and social benefits of this freedom that we are celebrating today. We want South Africans to be able to have a sense that they are participating in the economic benefits of the freedom that we all achieved 25 years ago. We cannot be a nation of free people when so many people still live in poverty. We cannot be a free nation when so many people in our country still live without enough food, without proper shelter, without access to quality health care, without a means to earn a living. We cannot be a nation of free people when the residents of places like Makhanda have to go for so long without a reliable supply of clean water. We cannot be a nation of free people when funds that are meant for the poor are wasted, when funds are lost, when funds meant for the poor are stolen.
President Ramaphosa also spoke out against xenophobia. He says the country is open to all.
We also reject attacks on those who have come to seek refuge in our country, and we reject violence, we reject insurrection and the disregard of the rule of law. We embrace people who have come to our country to seek refuge. We embrace them from all over the world. We embrace them from our sister countries in Africa, and we say to them, South Africa, yes, belongs to all who live in this country. The sacrifices of our forebears were far too great, were far too severe, and the price that was paid for our freedom was very high. For us to see the hard-won gains being diminished by acts of intolerance, by acts of racism, and by acts of rejecting other people who have come to seek refuge in our country.
The president added that racism won't be tolerated.
Despite the progress we have made, we are, to be honest, still confronted by sinister attempts to undermine the unity of our nation through acts of racism, through attacks on foreign nationals, and in the open display of the old South African flag. Out of respect for our Constitution and in defiance of our freedom, we reject racism, we reject the pledging of allegiance to a racist past and its symbols, including the old South African flag. We reject it in totality without any reservation.